Konnichiwa senpai, please notice me. I watch Asian cartoons, I'm a weeaboo.
Alright, hello everybody. After a short break, I'm back, and I hopefully don't sound as shitty. So, where we left off, we were going to walk home with Sayori in stock anime neighborhood number 3. About what happened earlier. Eh? What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. Don't leave me. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you. They're a bit weird and quirky and maybe... or like death, even though you kinda just seem like you want to die. Phew. You know, Leonid, it's nice that I get spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. I think everyone really likes you too. That's... Every day is going to be so much fun. Sigh. Looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. I'm blissfully unaware, or just being ignorant to it. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? I need my harem. We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I put Sayori on the shoulder. I put Sayori on the shoulder. No head pats for you. I say that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay. Yeah. Let's do this. Oh boy. I wonder who that could go to. Giggle. I don't think I need to comment too much here, except there's like some word that's just really stupid. Fluffy! Existence. Basically, big fancy words, big fancy words, Yuri. Silly, stupid words, Natsuki, and then depressing shit. Sayori. Oh look, entropy again. I feel like if we use it again, that's bad. Explode. Also, one thing I noticed is Monica isn't here. Pink, lucky kiss, passion. Okay. Starscape. Contamination. And the Starscape was contaminated with the Borg. It's just gonna be a drawing of Zerg Rush or something. Bubbles, lollipop, shopping, fantasy. But after an inch. Determination. Heaven. What? Oh, heaven sent. I thought it said heaven essence. I'm like, what's that mean? Big words bad for me. Extraordinary. Universe. God, I just got, what's their name in Italian? No tengo dinero. Vamos a la playa. Oh, 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 oh. Vamos a la playa. Oh, 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 oh. Vamos a la playa. Oh, 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 oh. Vamos a la playa. Oh, 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 oh. Vamos a la playa. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 segundos. Dun 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 dun. I don't speak Italian anymore. Despise. Massacre. Another day passes, and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Hi, Leonid. Yo, Sayori. Looks like you're in a good mood today. Eh? I'm just still not used to being in the club, that's all. I see. It's a pretty good, simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always the simple things with you anyway. She's a special child. Speaking of which, I'm kinda hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack? No thanks. Eh? That's not like you at all. I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori? Why is that all of a sudden? No reason, really. I just wanted to look at it. Sayori retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch to get it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets the contents spill on the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayori. That's not fair. How did you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to the club room. So either you're not hungry and wanted to excuse to take a walk, or you planned to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. Blue truth. Blue truth. Sorry, I haven't played or read Umineko in quite a long time. That's something I wouldn't mind doing if you guys would be interested. It's just a lot of reading and a lot of logic. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry. And so that only leaves the one option. I give up. Don't make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. I don't know why I'm getting berserk. What was the name of the Inquisitor guy? Do not avert your gaze. You are all full of sin. Yuri suddenly giggles. Eh? I didn't notice that she was listening in. Face is in her book as always. I wasn't listening in or anything. It was just something in my book. Yuri, are you getting off to people dying in novels again? Tell Leah to let me borrow some money. Don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can reasonably afford. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering isn't fair enough retribution. Ellipses? I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed in my book. I really like it when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen too much, but it's a fun side of you. There's no way you could think that. You're right, though. I did something bad, and now I have to accept the revolution. Retribution. That. Still, coming from you, Sayori. Guess there's a little devil inside all of us, isn't there? Hehehe. Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me. But you wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them. Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori. Bitch. Gah! Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori's face. Rick James. Trundles onto the desk. A wild Rick James appears. Ow. What was... A cookie? Sure enough, a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori glances around. Is this a miracle? It's because I paid my restitution. Retribution. Actually, that one almost worked. I was just gonna give it to you. Then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It's totally worth seeing your reaction, though. Natsuki, that's so nice of you. I'm so happy. Sayori hugs the cookie. Jeez, just eat it. Sayori rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite. Serves you good. Murph. Suddenly claps her hands over her mouth. Is she doing like the salt cookies or something? That shit-eating groan seems suspect. I bit my tongue. God, I remember we did that. Speaking of politics and my keys. No. I want to say it was senior year, but we had to do something to talk about like the state of US politics. So I made cookies with frosting, and they had sprinkles on them that were red and blue, and they looked nice. And then when people bit into them, they were salt, just salt all over them, saying how it looks nice, but it's really a shit show underneath. You're going through a lot for just one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. Ah, it looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Jeez. Beggars can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. Still, I'm really happy that you shared this one with me. Sayori will remember that. Sayori gets us seeing. Oh god. Oh jeez, she's molesting me again. I get it. Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off her. Oh. God damn it. Hey, did you just seriously do that? Mouthful, Sayori trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well. Jeez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monika, can you tell Sayori? Eh? Natsuki glances around. Monika isn't in the club room. We're free! We're free! Fucking run! Ugh. Where's Monika anyway? Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today? Not me. Yeah, I haven't either. That's a bit unusual. Hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She probably just had something to do with today. Now that's the twist. Monika's fucking dead or something and she got murdered. She's pretty popular after all. Eh? You don't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. That's true. Excuse me? Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. I had to grab my loaf of toast to put in my mouth and run. Ah, there you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Eh? Monika chose the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed. A boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? I find you humans appalling, shooting DNA at each other. Monika quizzically glances at me, the DNA shooter. Ah, never mind that. What held you up anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time. That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring, at least. I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monika. Aren't you the jack of all trades? I don't really. I kinda just started recently. I always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool. You should play something for us, Monica. Daisy. God damn it, Mr. Poofed. Can't I make a Space Odyssey joke without you? Or really just a robot joke in general, since it was the first robot. That's... Monica looks at me. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. Yay! That sounds cool. I'd also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Leonid. I stare into your soul constantly. Monica smiles sweetly, just knocking everybody else out of the shot. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. The retribution will come, and it will be swift and merciless. I've been practicing a whole lot recently, and I'd really love the chance to show once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I? No, not really. Well, you missed me fucking up your voice again, because useless. I choose to leave out Sayori's mischievous escapade. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. Looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayori somehow already finished her entire cookie. Yuri is back to her book, and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. God, seriously. Hey, Yuri. Eh? Suddenly noticed this reading a different book from the one we've been reading together. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. No. I was kinda just waiting for you. If that's the case, why don't we go ahead and get started? Yes. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first? I would love some. My voice is still getting awful again. Not at all. Thanks very much. If there's one thing that can make my reading time any better, it's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention for yourself as well. Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. She puts something in my tea. I start to feel sleepy. Follow and watch as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf, the kind with a filter inside. Could you hold this for a second? Sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle. Going to plug this in at the teacher's desk, and then we'll go get some water. She walks past me and I set the kettle down on the teacher's desk. Simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves contrasts her speaking mannerisms. Especially because of her long legs, Yuri appears elegant and methodical. Okay, may I have the water pitcher? May I have the thigh highs? Thanks, I'll be right back. I might as well walk with you. Yeah, why not? Shall we go then? Yeah. Where are you two going off to? You're not allowed to leave. Yuri was going to make some tea, so... Suddenly realized how weird it sounds to explain this to Monica. Seriously, she was always staring right into your fucking soul. We're just filling the water pitcher. Okay. Excuse accepted. Termination delayed. Sorry, I was just being a bit curious. That's kind of a one-person job, isn't it? That's... Monica, please mind your own business for once. Or do you want me to tell there's something wrong with helping involve Leonid in club tap? I suppose there's nothing wrong with that. Then let's go, Leonid. Yuri quickly exits the room and I follow. Once in the hallway, she suddenly pushes her forehead against the wall. I spoke without thinking. How could I say something like that? Yuri? It just... something about the way she said that. It made me feel so irritated. What's wrong with me? No, Yuri. I think you did the right thing. I wasn't expecting it, but it's really quiet right now, so you can hear background noise. Wasn't expecting it, but it's also not right for Monica to judge people like that. Yeah, this lack of music is very... weird. Because up until now, there's always been music. Leonid, there we go. How come even when I do something bad, you're being nice to me? Because nothing that you do is bad as you make it seem in your head. Nobody's perfect. We have emotions and we can't always hide them away. But you always amplify things in your head. Your mind turns a little rain shower into a hurricane. No. Wouldn't you hate me for something as terrible as that? Why would I hate you? I can't hate someone for having emotions. Like I can't hate Monica because she has no emotions. What kind of friend would do that? Friend, you say? Now you fucked up. Yuri lifts her head. Leonid, I really like being friends with you. Haha. Thanks, Yuri. I like being friends with you too. Kinda awkward saying something like that. All hopes crushed. But I'm doing my best to help Yuri feel better. Anyway. Yeah. Shall we go? Yeah. Yuri and I walk out to the nearest water fountain. Once again, we fill up the water pitcher. We return to the classroom. Leonid, do you like oolong tea? Yeah. Anything is fine. Very well. Yuri sets up the temperature on the kettle to 200 degrees. We light the desk on fire. Now it's time to get the teapot. You really do this properly, don't you? Of course. I shouldn't do anything less when I'm making tea for others. Even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything. In that case, you'll only be more impressed. Perhaps I will. I'm gonna burn myself, aren't I? If he does, then he truly is me. Yuri fetches the teapot and begins measuring the tea leaves. To my surprise, she even starts humming a little to herself. You must be in a good mood now. Is that so? I was just letting it show. And you noticed. I was doing a bit of thinking. I decided that I would try expressing myself a little bit more. Turns out it's not very hard for me to do. When it's you who's around anyway. That's great, Yuri. Just don't push yourself too much. You're always worrying about me, Leonid. It's very endearing. That's... Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. I watch Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us. Leonid, I have another request. Take this cyanide pill with your tea, please. We shall die together. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today? Why's that? It's a little bit easier on my back. I can read with my back against the wall and bending over at my desk. Sorry, I didn't realize. No worries. I just have back pain fairly regularly, so I do my best to manage it. Is that so? Wonder why that is. It's most likely because of your posture, right? Always hunched over like that while reading? Yes, my posture. I have a terrible reading posture. So that's why we should sit on the floor. Fair enough. I'll go ahead and get the book. I retrieved the book from my bag. Ah, I have some chocolate as well. It's a bag of small chocolate candies that I've kept hidden from Sayori's candy radar. I take it, since we go well with the tea. Ugh, candy. Yuri and I sit against the wall, teacups at our sides. As if in sync, we assume the same reading position as last time, each one holding half of the book. Except this time, our bodies are even closer to each other. I can't see too well. Yuri slides closer until our shoulders are touching. Too lewd for me, we must end. How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? Yuri was always kinda cute, but when she's being less apprehensive, it's almost more than I can handle. Your teacup. Yuri hands me my teacup. Holding it in my hand that's not holding the book, I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus. Because now I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. Of course. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. She wears her intense reading expression, and I can only presume the world around her has faded away. Use all my willpower to focus on reading. Ellipses. What a wonderful novel. After a few minutes, I finally managed to relax a little. Put the teacup between my legs and fumble with the chocolate wrapper. Ah, sorry. I briefly let go of the book to finish opening up the wrapper. You can have as much as you want. That's okay. I won't take any. Are you sure? Well, if I touch it, then it might get smudges on the pages. Ah, you're right. I didn't even think about that. My bad. No need to apologize. I'll hold the book, okay? Are you sure? Of course. Yuri opens the book with both hands. Ooh, we got nice little dust particles. She holds it so that I don't have any harder of a time reading from it. As a result, my left arm is practically on top of my leg. Well, in that case, Yuri's already totally focused on reading again. I take a chocolate candy and pop it in my mouth. Then I take another chocolate, and I hold it up to Yuri. She doesn't even look away from the book. She simply parts her lips as if the situation was completely natural. But that means I can't stop here. I apprehensively place the chocolate in her mouth. Just like that, Yuri closes her lips over it. Yuri's expression suddenly breaks. Like the fucking serial killer. Hey, you want some chocolate? Just bring your little mouth over here. Did I just... Yuri looks at me. She needs to confirm what's just happened. Leonid? Sorry. I guess I shouldn't have done that. That's... Well, you were just helping. That's something that friends do. Right? I mean, not really in this kind of context, but yeah. That's all it was. Yeah. Then, you don't need to stop or anything. I see. So she just got really tense. Yuri tries to return to the book. I can tell just for a second she can't even focus now. My heart is pounding. I nervously take another chocolate between my fingers. But this time, Yuri's eyes meet mine. Ellipses. I didn't even come to this. Yuri doesn't avert her gaze. I notice her chest rising and falling to the rhythm of her breasts. I raise my arm. Ah. Like before, Yuri parts her lips. But it's different this time. I take the chocolate and place it in her mouth. Feel her hot breath on my fingers. Okay, everyone. I'm here to ruin the day as always. What? Ah! Yuri jolts back. It's time to share poems. Leonid, you can help Yuri put away the tea stuff, right? Yeah, of course. Okay, thanks. The spell is abruptly broken. I'll take care of the cups. Yeah. Yuri picked up the teacups from the floor. I pick up the bags of chocolates. In the end, we hastily clean up without so much as a word between us. I get the feeling that there's something neither of us will have the courage to bring up. Who should I show my poem to first? Well, I guess I should probably do Yuri, because that's way. Then we'll mix it up, we'll go for the child, and then the child at heart, then Mrs. Robot last. Let's see what you've written for today. Ellipses. More ellipses. Yuri stares at the poem with a surprised expression on her face. Do you like it? Leonid. This one might be even better than yesterday's. How did you even pick this up so quickly? Just yesterday I was telling you the kind of techniques worth practicing. Maybe that's why. You did a good job explaining. Telling me how to pick random words. Really want to try to give it more imagery. Yuri visibly swallows. Even her hands appear sweaty. Knees weak. Arms heavy. Vomit on her, uniform already. Mom's spaghetti. I'm not used to this. She looks nervous. Used to what? I don't know. It's fine. Take your time. Yuri breathes and collects her thoughts. I know that Yuri likes to think before she speaks, so often that I had patience to her. Yeah. Just being appreciated like this, I guess. This probably sounds really stupid. But seeing someone motivated by my writing, it just makes me really happy. Are you saying you've never shared your writing before? Yuri nods. Really? I don't believe it. Really only write for myself. And besides, people would just laugh at me. Do you really think that? Again, Yuri nods. Huh. Even your close friends? Ellipses. Yuri doesn't respond to that. Wonder why. Anyway, do you want to share the poem you wrote today? Yeah, I do. If it's with you. The raccoon. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for the guilty snack? Okay. Gotta love that starch. My attention was caught by the scuttering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as a wandering human. Unordinary. Is that ordinary or unordinary? I can't read it. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread. My subconscious, well aware of the consequences, well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was a symptom. The bread was my hungry curiosity, the raccoon an urge. The moon increments its face, reflects that much more light off my cutting knife, the very same light that glitters in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread, I slice the raccoon. Fresh and soft, the raccoon becomes excited, or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. Yeah, a raccoon is taken to following me. You could say that I've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me excitement. A rush of blood. Classic Pavlovian condition. A slice of bread, I feed myself again. I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday. I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't even imagine what this poem is about. Me too, kid. Me too. That's right. That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style. Fucking weird. Unless using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them. Yeah, if I face it at face value. If I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. Oh, excuse me. I wanted to express the way it feels for me to indulge in more unusual hobbies. It's those sort of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself. So I enjoyed it. I apologize, I'm tired. Writing about them. Why do you keep them to yourself? Because they're embarrassing. People would make fun of me. Don't you have anything like that, Leonid? Well, there's a spaghetti in my pocket, but that's a different thing. Yeah, I guess I do. I feel like everyone's has a little something like that. The best we can do is respect each other and our individualities. Even if it's difficult sometimes and some things make us uncomfortable. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad you're a good listener. You're good at a lot of things. Writing, listening. There's really aren't many people like you, Leonid. That's exaggerating a little bit. It's just how I feel. I never thought I would feel so comfortable sharing my writing. Now I almost feel like I look forward to it. Just a really nice feeling. And you thank for that. If it's nothing, really. Yuri smiles sincerely at me. For just a moment, her timidness seems to disappear. Alright, we'll go to the child. Well, I can admit it's better than the last one. It's nice to see that you're putting in some effort. That's good. But I still don't like this at all. It's trying too hard to be serious. What do you mean by that? Poems don't need to be all deep-sounding to express something. It's going to just sound like you're forcing it unless you really don't suck at it. Honestly, don't try writing poems like this until you're on Yuri's level. Let's see if he's shot sore all of a sudden. Don't tell me. You're not just trying to impress Yuri, are you? I include one stupid word that you liked, I think. Well, what are you talking about? And keep your voice down. You know Yuri would love this angsty. Just because she's a talent writer doesn't mean... Natsuki looks like I'm in trouble. Somehow struck a nerve, though what I did is beyond me. I am so done with you. Good, because I don't want to go to prison. Natsuki shoves the poem I handed and turned it back over to me. Take your stupid poem. If you wrote it for someone else, just don't show it to me. Ouch. That's what I get for letting a younger girl step into my business. Unless I was a mind reader, I was destined to be in the world of pain from the start. At least Natsuki wasn't really the girl I was trying to impress in the first place. Alright, we'll go to our aloof friend here. Ellipses. Ooh! I like this one, Leonid. It has some nice feelings in it. And I'm glad. I'm glad. Does that mean it's better than yesterday's? Let me think. I don't know. I guess I like them both. Hehehe. That's not very helpful, you know? Well, I'm not very good at figuring out if poems are good or bad. That's why I just go with my heart. If it makes me feel things, then it must be a good poem. Not sure that's exactly how it works. Then again, I guess conveying feelings is a pretty important part of this whole thing. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place. Yeah, me neither. Ugh. Why don't you at least try giving it some thought? Aw, you want to write something for me? That's so sweet. Yeah, right. But you're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. If you don't know, you might end up getting hurt at some point. Eh? Well, I don't really know what you mean, but I'll try to keep that in mind. I look really fucking spaced out here, man. Anyway, let's see. I guess I like happy poems. Wait, sometimes I like sad poems too. I'm bipolar as shit. Sometimes a little bit of both. There's a word for that, right? What's the word I'm looking for? Insane. Bittersweet. Close enough. Yeah. I like things that are happy and things that are sad. Happy and sad. I can't see you liking something sad, Sayori. Please, if you look at her character, she's the one that's all nice and happy and then's completely fucked up. Personally. Speaking of, I really should talk to, someone I know that I'm pretty sure is like that. It's hiding a dark truth. Well, I like happy the most. But sometimes when you have a little rain cloud in your head, having something sad just agitates the problem. A sad poem can help you give a rain cloud a little hug. What? Make a nice happy rainbow. I don't think that's how it works. Sorry, that's unexpectedly poetic. Eh, it is? Maybe I'm getting better at expressing my feelings after all. Thanks, Leonid. I should go write that down then. You can read my poem now, okay? Bottles. I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar? Secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine, all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. Sure this isn't Natsuki's? I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly, but there's no time to waste. I put it in the bottle to keep it safe. Oh shit. And safe. And I put the bottle on the shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in bottles all in a row. Everything's fine. My collection makes a lot of friends. Each bottle of starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friend feels a certain way. Down comes the bottle to save the day. Night after night, someone's playing Scream. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go, exploring like a dark cave, discovering the secrets, hiding in the nooks and crannies, digging and digging, scraping and scraping. What the fuck? I blow dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally all done, I open up and in come my friends. In they come in such a hurry. Do want my bottles that much? Frantically pull them from the shelf one after the other, holding them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle filled with spinal fluid. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile beneath my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts, and shards all over the floor. Slip my wrists with them and make things better. They were supposed to... God, pick a game. Don't pick that game. They were supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading something, but all I hear is echo, 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 echo inside my head. 'Cause there's nothing in there. Holy crap. Sayori, did you really write this? Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was gonna write the best poem ever? Yeah, but, I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Monica taught me a whole lot, like how to embrace nothingness. And I've been really nice in touch with my feelings recently. I see that. It's almost kind of creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to you being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good. And you... I'm gonna take a sip of water and try that sentence again. The point is, it came out good, and so you should be proud of it. Aw, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic. Gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? Hope you keep it up. Yay! That was yeah, not yay. Writing's the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die. Don't get ahead of yourself. What is she gonna get, like, decapitated or something because of that? Sayori's always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it off, like, more than a week later. I wonder if that's one of those times. Seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. Alright, Miss Robot. Hi again, Leonid. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. As long as it's not going bad. Oh, that. I thought she was talking about the poem. Like, that's not good English. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share with what you wrote for today? Sure, here you go. I give my poem to Monica. Ellipses. Ellipses. Alright. This one's good. It feels like you're not only getting more comfortable with your style, but that the imagery is better than the last one I read. Just wondering, have you been finding inspiration in Yuri's writing style? I guess so. You can't deny that she's talented. Yeah, totally. I think her poems are the most romantic. That's the best way to describe it. She's like a totally different person when she opens up the pen, picks up the pen. I noticed that too. Or when she's talking about literature, it's like a light turns on inside of her. Sadly, it's hard to get much personal conversation out of her. Especially when you're fucking interjecting, you motherfucker. Trust me, I've tried. Who knows what goes on in that head of hers? I hope you don't mean that in a bad way. No, of course not. I just mean I wish she didn't keep so much to herself. But still, defending her like that, you must be pretty into her. You completely misunderstood. Calm down, I am kidding. It was a joke, human. Besides, I'm pretty sure she's already got a boyfriend. Wait, really? Yeah, a fictional one anyway. Monica kind of whispers that last part to me. It's just a hunch, but... Well, there's anything wrong with that. Oh, well, I know. I was just saying. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look. Save me. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors. Lashing, expanding, piercing. Red, green, blue, an endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms. Squeaking, screeching, piercing. Sine, cosine, tangent. Like playing on a chalkboard with a turntable. Like playing vinyl on a pizza crust. An endless poem of meaningless. Load me. Load me. Okay, there's nothing here. I feel like I missed something. I am confused now. Is everything more abstract than your last one? I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said anything like that. Just kind of thing I've never really seen before, I guess. I just kind of like playing with the space on the paper. Choosing what space your words can only change the word on the poem. It's almost like magic. If I saved earlier, I'd go back and see if I had anything to load. The way I wrote the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about, though. Uh-huh. Sometimes asking what a poem about isn't the right question, like a joke. Poem can be as abstract as a physical expression of a feeling, or a conversation with a reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when you might change your mind, or when something unexpected may happen. What? This tip isn't even about writing. What am I even talking about? Ah ha ha. That's my advice for today. Yeah, I wish I saved it before the fucking thing. Thanks for listening. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today, so if everyone could come sit at the front of the room. You know what, I'm gonna save since of that tip. Sit at the front of the room. Alright. Is this about the festival? Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. Well, just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. We're a literature club, they don't have any high expectations. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We won't need much more than a few decorations. Sayori has been working on posters, and I've designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. Ah, sorry, I thought you heard about it already. We're going to be performing. Performing? Monica? Yeah, we're going to be having a poetry performance. Oh god, we're real cool kids, aren't we? Each of us is going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. Sayori's putting it all on the posters in case everyone wants to prepare ahead of time. I'm fucking retarded. Sayori, who's been coloring a poster, holds up for C. Are you kidding with me, Monica? You didn't start putting up those posters, did you? Well, I did. Do you really think it was a bad idea? Well, no. It's not a bad idea. But I didn't sign up for this, you know. There is no way I'm going to be performing in front of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. I could never in my life do something like that. Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear. Guys. No, Sayori. I understand where this is coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone just a couple days ago. It's a lot to ask them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room of people. I guess I kinda overlooked that. So I'm sorry. Ellipses. But I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. Well, we are the literature club. If we start the event and put on a good performance, and it will inspire others to do the same. The more people who perform, the better we will be able to show everyone what literature is all about. Yeah! Literature, fuck yeah. It's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, Having fun. I'm so fucking high right now. Just look at my face. That's right. And it's those reasons that we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share that with others? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place. I know you do. I know we all do. And if it all takes then standing in front of a room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. Ellipses. Ellipses. Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sayori looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think Sayori and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little bit. Well, maybe, but... Ellipses. It looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. Ripperoni. It's fine. Okay, fine. Guess I'll just have to get over with. Alright. Phew. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you? You're... Ellipses. Yuri dejectedly glances at everyone's expectant faces. Sigh. I guess I don't really have the choice. Haha, that's everyone. You're the best, Yuri. This club is seriously going to be the death of me. Oh, gosh. You'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice in writing. Just fucking... Excuse me? Okay, never mind. I have to use my mouse. No way. Monica? This is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Oh no. Don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel more comfortable. Can I go next? Of course. Now let's see. Monica's listed no program mind for herself. Jen stands up to the podium. The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. Ahem. Monica begins to recite her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. Isn't she so perfect? She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before, or is she simply natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression of face that I don't understand. Finally, Monica finishes. We just fucking skip Natsuki. It's fuck Natsuki, I guess. The four of us applaud. That was so good, Monica. Thank you very much. You know my wonderful voice goes well with orator. I was hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori? I'll go next. What? Yuri's fired up all of a sudden. Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. I'm going to take a sip of water because my voice is... Yuri clutches the sheet of paper between her hand and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quietly over to the podium. This poem is called... Yuri anxiously glances around at each of us. You can do it, Yuri. It's called After Image of a Crimson Eye. Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed in her books. Her quivering words transform into sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. We don't need no man. The poem is full of twists and turns in the structure that she enunciates with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse of the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly, she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back to reality. Whoop, there goes gravity, and glances around her as if she is bewildered, even herself, Mom Spaghetti. It's up to me to save the situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterward, and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that she didn't want to applaud for her, but we were so caught off guard by we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back to her seat. Yuri, that was good. Thank you for sharing. Ellipses. Looks like Yuri is down for the count. Okay, I guess I'm next then. These shrooms are fucking amazing. Sayori hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium. This one's called My Meadow. Sorry, I giggled. I'm so fucking high right now. Sayori, it's a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do it so easily? Try not to think like you're reciting it to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself, like in front of a mirror or in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll basically come out in the best way. I'm just thinking, since I remember someone saying it was similar to Higurashi, is this festival, like the fucking festival in Higurashi, going to be the trigger for everything going fucking awful? Just wondering. That everyone's just gonna start dying, I don't know. Natsuki jumps out that window that she was supposed to earlier. Or she gets in the trash can, I don't know. Okay then. Sayori begins her poem. Somehow it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori is. It's serene and bittersweet. There's that word again. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it. Hearing it come from Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. A whole new world. I can't say my voice. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she said she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. Sayori finishes and we applaud. I did it! Good job, Sayori. Even Leonid liked it. Guess that's a good sign. What does that even mean? Came out nicely, Sayori. I'm still looking at you, Mr. Protagonist Player Man. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely. But it might be like that the other poem won't work quite as well with the kind of delivery. I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours where a sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. Might need a little more force behind them, depending on how you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. That's well, I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do in front of everyone. And next time, I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a bit more. I will make you suffer. I am Monica. We don't have much time before the festival, you know? Okay. Now who's next? Natsuki? Don't make me go before Leonid. It's not like I can compare to you guys anyway. Might as well let Leonid lower everyone's standards a little before doing it. Fuck you too. Natsuki, I hope you're the trigger, you die and everything goes to shit. It's fine, it's fine. I might as well get it over with. It's not like I have much else of selection of what to read. I'll just have to go with what I wrote for today. Shit, I stand up front of the podium. I skipped something. Alright, guess not. Stand up in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway. Sorry, I'm not really good as everyone else. Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that'll improve over time, though. Yeah, maybe. Sorry, there's a cat behind me. She just shuffled around. I thought she was falling. Alright then. That just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah, I'm going. Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. The poem is called Spunk Gargle Wee Wee. It's called, yeah. What are you talking about? Why are you all looking at me? It's because you're presenting. Anyway, the poem is called Jump. Yes, jump out the window, you trash. Let me just drag you in. Natsuki takes a breath. Once she starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's still a little unenthused, her poem has a rhythm and rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. The words feel like they bounce up and down as if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes, and everyone applauds. She huffs back to her seat. That wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. You better not make me do that again. I should probably do your robot voice, Miss Omnipotent. Ah, well. Like, even when she's talking to them, she's looking at you. Do you at least feel people prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people? You mean in front of others would be way easier? I can put on whatever face I want for other people. Not just when it's my friends. Oh, so we're your friends. It's just embarrassing. That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it'd be the other way around for me. That's just how it is, so... Well, I guess in that case, you won't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming. Oh, did she just say you have, like, no friends? It might be hard, but I hope that you have an idea what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem. Get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Jeez. I should probably find some other poem to recite instead. That's fine, too. Doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting this all separate for the club. It makes me real happy. Ah, well, no problem. Okay, everyone. I think that's about it for today. I know the festival is coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. I've been working out real nice so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day. I can't wait. I can do this, I can do this, I can do this, I can do this! Alright. I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monica, but I'll do my best to get through it. It's for the sake of the club. And for the... Oh, what was it? I'm trying to think of the cask on Montiliado. And impressing Monica. Then I'll have to do my best. Ready to go, Sayori? Yep. Look at you two, always going home together like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Jeez, guys. Don't make such a big deal out of it. Must be a little nice, though. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? It's okay, Leonid, you don't have to say it. Whatever, let's go already. I walk home with Sayori once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. Today, Sayori's being a little quieter on the way home. Oh boy, what's gonna go wrong? Hey, Sayori. Ellipses. Sorry, I have space now. No wonder. I was thinking about something from earlier. I'd like how we get to... I mean... Sayori fumbles with her words. So let's just say that one day, Yuri has to walk home with you. Oh god. Huh? What would you do? What kind of question is that? You're kind of putting me on the spot here. I shall save scum. Walking home with Yuri, huh? Why does the thought of it make my heart pound? I mean, kinda hard is for socialize. I feel off for turning her down, so. Isn't she beautiful, so beautiful and smart? Just like Monica. That has nothing to do with what I just said. Ahaha, you admitted it. Jeez. It's not even important speculating something that's never gonna happen. Well, maybe. I just like to think about it. It's not long before you won't need me anymore, you know? Need you? Sayori? I can't figure out what you're seeing in your head right now. Sorry. Everyone is different. Nobody in the club is a replacement for you. If you say so. I don't like this. And I'm left feeling awkward. It was kind of her fault for trapping me in such a weird question. I can't just lie to her. If there's something that makes her happy, I would hate to take that away from her. That's why I said there's no point in speculating. And again, the festival's only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that time? Yeah, we're gonna do this next time, because fuck this. And just out of curiosity... Alright. Sayori, you really think I would ditch you for Yuri? Eh? But she's so beautiful and smart. Jeez. Alright, I see her in the club every day. Besides, you always seem to really like going home together. I wouldn't just ruin that for you. You're so silly, Leonid. You think about me too much sometimes. Yuri would deserve if she wants it, so... Sayori, I already made up my mind. I really can't figure it out sometimes. Sorry. Besides, what's the point in speculating something that's never gonna happen? Conversation trails off. It's kind of weird for Sayori to care so much about. I want to respect her and keep her happy too. Then again, the festival's only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that time? Yeah, that was considerably shorter. Disarray. That's the perfect word to end this on. Alright. Ah shit, fuck. Alright, I'm gonna end it here. I just saved over my other thing, right? Alright guys. Thank you very much for watching. I'm gonna fix that real quick. And then... I don't know when I'll be able to do the next one. I just did this late tonight because I didn't have much else to do, but... I don't know. I'll see you to try to get these up by the 30th or 31st at least. I'll try to get more content and maybe get some political stuff in. Just depends if there's something I feel like talking about that I can do in a reasonable amount of time, or if I just want to do some stuff in my longer series. Not series, my longer projects. Alright, so to all of you, thank you for watching, and have a good day, night, morning, wherever you are.
So it turns out I've got alopecia. It's fucking annoying.